Hello, my beautiful vibrant energies. Welcome to the channel. I am Vibrant V. Okay, so I'm just loosening this up because I can't. I need freedom, I need release, I need all sorts, okay? Don't worry, I will stay clothed. I just need freedom. Shake it off, Aquarius. Okay, I gotta shake it off. Cause the loving ain't the same. Keep on playing games. Something or another. Okay, so Aquarius, I don't know if you're dealing with somebody like that, or maybe that's how you're behaving, or maybe that's how the person thinks you're behaving. Also, I do feel here somebody wants to touch on you, and there's distance between you guys, but it's like they feeling like touching on you, kissing on you, something like that. Okay, without it being overly sexually explicit, it's not like in some creepy, pervy, only sexual way. It feels very sweet, and it's like, yeah, it's very loving, but it's very intimate. Something like that, okay? And I need to cleanse that from my energy because I cannot get past you lot's reading at the minute. It's making me feel slightly, a little bit embarrassed. Like I want to blush for you guys. And I'm saying that only because of the way it's making me feel, right? I don't know if you guys know by now, those who are registered on the channel, but who are subscribed or part of the Vibrant Energies family, you know that I feel energies. So you don't need to stop. Whatever you're doing, I don't appreciate it because the energy I'm feeling, I don't like it. I just don't like it, man. Because it's not my experience right now. I got too much. Yeah, anyway. Oh, okay. So, Aquarius, let's get into your reading, please. Oh, and anyone who's new, I'm so sorry. Let me do the whole speech. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us your us, the royal we, sorry. Thank you for stopping by on this channel. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here for a few moments, I'm sure. If you resonate with any of the messages, please feel free to like and subscribe. If it doesn't resonate, subscribe. And then come back later. It might be something else that would resonate with you, or check out whatever else is on the channel. Okay, my loves? Feel free to check out other readers. Duh, there are other wonderful people out there too. Obviously. Okay. Right, so Aquarius is reading. Aquarius, I need to get through your reading because it's making me feel some kind of way. King of Cups comes out. Is that Scorpio energy, yeah? Okay, you can't tell me that I'm lying right now then. Okay, because you are really messing with my energy right now. You messing with my energy. Two of Wands. Okay, you're gonna need to make a choice. Some of you guys, I don't know if that's between. Oh goodness me! You might need to make some kind of decision or choice between two people or something. I don't know. Okay, let's clarify. Let's get onto it. Let's get into this. So the King of Cups, the Magician, and the Queen of Swords. Have I showed you guys the cards, or did I just say it to you? So we currently have that Scorpio energy on the board. We have Virgo, Gemini, Aries, and the Queen of Swords. That would be who is that? That's you. Sorry, I'm gonna say you as in Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, right. So King of Cups. Let's clarify for Aquarius, please. What is this? Why is this? What is this and why? Yeah. So it's a sense of maturity. I think you have. Yeah, you have wised up to something in the more recent past, okay? It might have been to do with somebody who was slightly younger than you, or some kind of emotional sensitivity around the situation. Something, I don't know if it felt the best to you, or maybe it's kind of you. Okay. Right, so let's talk about the cards. I'm sorry. The Hierophant, Taurus, the Fool, Aries. Again, we got more water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And this is more Pisces, okay? So I'm laughing because I got a secret. No, yeah, let me stop. 10 of Cups at the bottom here, so that's not terrible for you. Some of you guys, maybe you need you need to pour into yourself. You need to pour more love into yourself, or maybe in the more recent past you have been, okay? I feel as if you got some insight into something, you learned something, you discovered something. It was from your past or something that you'd been deeply kind of committed to or involved in. And for whatever reason, the universe kind of interjected and said or caused you to choose a different direction, a different path. I don't think it was something that you overly loved, but you feel the responsibility, the emotional responsibility of having to manage this thing in a particular way, okay? Or it's that you've taken it on board in such a way where even though you I don't know, maybe underneath the surface of it, you do feel a little bit sensitive, a little bit raw about something right now, a little bit insecure, right? Maybe, I'm not saying that you are, but just in case, there's something underneath that doesn't feel the best, but there's wisdom backing it. And so that's why with the King of Cups energy, it's kind of like, well, you're just, it's like taking it on the chin, right? You're not going to make a fuss about it. You're not going to cry about it and be overly dramatic and, you know, loud, proud or anything about it. You're just going to handle it and just be chill, okay? That's kind of what I get. That's because in the past, you may have sought some guidance that caused you to feel a little bit more, what's the word? A little bit more, I want to say inspired or something, or it was just kind of an insight, I think. Okay, it gave you an insight into something. It's almost like the traditional values changed, or the way that you saw something changed. The commitment to it changed, and so now it's not the same level of commitment for you, but you are on the surface of things. You're representing yourself in a way where it's kind of emotional mastery, or it looks as if you've got your stuff together, but you don't. Underneath the surface, there's more going on than that, but like it's deeper than what people can see. What's the Magician here, please, for Aquarius? Because what is it you're trying to manifest? Which is helpful or hopeful at the very least, because it means that you have a sense of, or the universe is at least reminding you, my love, that you have the tools, the skills, you have everything required to manifest what it is that you actually want here, right? I think you know that here with the Emperor. You're very much, you know, in that Aries vibe where you're applying the Aries energy to get stuff done. And this feels very much like taking charge, being bold and strong and, you know, standing up for yourself. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Okay, so the Emperor, the Three of Wands, and then the High Priestess. We have the Hanging Man underneath here. So lots of water in your chart, my darling. So there's definitely an emotional kind of a thing that you are going through, have been going through, but it's almost kind of like you're going from, and I'm just walk through this with me, right? Aquarius, it's almost like you're being wise one minute, then it's kind of impulsive the next, and it's kind of like I'm feeling emotional and sensitive about this thing. Now, if it's not you, it could be that maybe, you know, you're applying more maturity, emotional maturity to something, whereas you've got someone else here who, even though you both are potentially, right, go with me on this one, even though you both might be willing to take a leap of faith and not, you know, like a risk, as it were, you're more the type of person who's going to take a calculated risk than and just a leap of faith, emotional jump in risk. Okay, that's kind of what I'm picking up here for some of you guys. Okay, and as I say that, right, look at this. Now, it's more, I was thinking of the energy of the Fool with the risk, but when I'm talking about a calculated risk versus, wait a second, was this card somewhere? Oh, okay. A calculated risk, basically, versus just go with it because it feels good risk, right? An emotional risk. That's not the cards I was reading when I said that, but that's very interesting. Okay, so explaining the magician here, it is you taking charge and taking control. Some of you guys know it's taking control, or it's, I feel as though some of you with, okay, hold on, how to say it? I have the word, I know I want to say, but I'm struggling to put it into words for you guys here. It's almost as if do you know what this is? Okay. It is like a deep, this is beautiful manifestor energy, right? To a degree, in the sense of you want something. You're making plans towards it. You're committed and you want to see this flourish and come to pass. It could be to do with something, it's something to do with your spirituality. Maybe you're focusing in on your spirituality, you're learning, you're understanding the detail, you're maybe researching and stuff and exploring to kind of to gain more control and power over your gifts as well for some of you guys, right? Your spiritual gifts. Now, Some of you guys, I do feel it's more like you are making plans. What is it you're doing here? You're taking control. Some of you guys are planning to free yourself from something, is what I get as well. Some of you guys, I almost feel as if you're going to be, I don't know, man. I think you guys are very, you're creative, you're free-spirited. But it's, you know, okay, I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling, okay? Because that's probably the easiest way to explain this shit sometimes. You've said, I want this. Okay, and I probably have said that already, right? But it's the energy of, not only do you write it down, note it down, and you purpose to kind of, okay, this is kind of what needs to, you know, to happen for me to get this, to achieve this. It's like you're trusting the universe entirely to be like, well, this is in your hands and I'm just going to free fall here, right? There's that. Now, and I say free fall as in just let the universe do what it's doing so it can manifest whatever it is that you actually want. I don't know how many other ways we can do that free-spirited, in a more free-spirited sense, right? Or it's not even free spirit. Let me not say that. It's not a free spirit. What it is, it's a trusting, it's a faithful spirit or faithful energy, right? It's an energy of knowing, sensing, and feeling. That's all it is. It's not a, yeah, it's not necessarily overly excited like that, but it's a, oh man, it's just the energy she's given me. Why? Because when I see her, what I feel as if, you know, the whole concept of, some of you guys might be traveling and you're traveling by boat. You are going to travel, maybe it's a yacht, it's a boat, it's a sea thing. There's a distance between you and somebody. There's distance between your bodies. You're far across the distance and oceans between us. I'm Celine Dion. There's like so much going on here, but hold on. I don't know, it's just giving me a sense of as if you're remembering that you're powerful. It's like you're, oh God, it's driving me insane because it's just so wonderful. It feels so good to me. And it feels driven, it feels powerful. It feels very much like in charge, but in a good way. Like I'm feeling it like, sorry guys, I have to share it this way because this is the best for you to understand sometimes what I'm trying to articulate that my words cannot do. But I just feel very strong and empowered, and it's like I'm ready and I'm focused, and it's like I'm also, there's also like a freedom or an acceptance or a, it's almost like it doesn't matter at the same time. Does that make any sense? It's like you're trusting the universe for whatever, it's like whatever will be, will be. But behind that whatever will be is a concept of I'm still gonna make the plans. Does that make sense? So it's like you have to write down your affirmations and your intentions, right? For the universe to actually bless you with what it is that you want or give it to you in order for you to actually work towards it, right? But you won't have all the knowledge or understanding of exactly how to execute it. That's the energy right here. It's as simple as that. But what is this? What is the High Priestess though? Because she's the one who's giving me all these feels as well as the Emperor. Just giving me all the feels like power and... Can you be powerful and light at the same time? Not can you, of course you can, but you know that type of energy. And I'm trying to find a characteristic that relates to that so you guys can really understand what I'm trying to say here. But anyway, so yeah, the Queen of Wands. I mean, she's not really the energy I was thinking of, truth be told, but it's clarifying the High Priestess here for me. Oh, sure, excuse me. So yeah, maybe you are driven, but you're just kind of, ooh. And then Leo, Strength card comes out. So we have fire, 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 fire. Let me stop. Do you guys go to church? Yeah, you'll know that song. Fire fall on me. Born of the Spirit. What's the thing? Oh, Oh, or maybe, oh, sugar, it's born again. Thank God I'm born. What the hell is this? Aquarius, you can tell me what that part's about, please, because I have no concept why that's coming to me. I have no idea. That's so, oh my gosh. If anything, maybe there's some kind of memory that's being triggered for you about the past. Oh, we do have, yeah, the Hierophant here. That would speak of old institutions and churches and things like that. Old ways of, old faith, old kind of, that type of traditional stuff. Not to diminish it, but sorry, it's because it's back there. I'm thinking old, like, but it doesn't feel like it's a positively great thing. That's why I'm kind of like shooing it away. So for some of you guys, I don't know what's going on here, but maybe there's a thing here. Maybe some of you guys are leaving your old traditional like faiths to move into more spirituality. You're taking more control and leading your spiritual journey a little bit more, or leaning towards your spiritual journey more. Anyway, so let's go. The Queen of Wands and the Strength. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, so very strong fire energy here, loves. Some of you guys. Oh, maybe you are that free. You maybe are free. Maybe you know what? Maybe some of you guys are quietly confident. Page of Cups. Okay, I'm going to move on from this energy because it's literally just reaffirming the magician energy and really what it takes, right? This is all about the belief, the self-belief or the self kind of confidence that you can have and you can achieve that which you want, right? There might not be a clear picture or a detailed picture. There may not even be no practicality or any practicality to it here because I don't see any pentacles except for, the Hierophant is a earth sign here. But overall, there's not much pentacle energy here to let me know that this is practical and like we're implementing like this, excuse me. So whatever's going on here is more possibly just in the mind, or it's like a feeling and it's an energy of, okay? It's probably why I'm struggling to really like get it with the words. You guys have a strong sense of your manifestation powers or your ability to have what it is that you actually want. I think you know that. I think you're quietly confident, and I think you're just trying to make sure or try to apply it's like maintaining focus on it, right? Some of you guys, maybe you're restoring your confidence here as well. Your confidence in yourself and like what makes you happy and your self-contentment too. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. It's so insane, but it's beautiful feeling. It feels good, Aquarius. All right, what's the Queen of Swords? And I'm going to move on. I feel like I'm having, like, okay, if you're experiencing this, you know what I'm getting at. If you're not, you're probably looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? Get your shit together. So I don't know how to explain that. Maybe that's exactly what this is. Some people are looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Get your shit together. Whilst other people, it's kind of like, okay, Aquarius, you're looking a little bit loop-de-loop, but we understand there's like a process to your madness type thing. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe someone's secretly watching you as well, or maybe they're trying to pretend that they're not watching you. But they see you as quite an authoritative, go get a planner type. Do you know what I mean? Like people look up to you in such a way, but I think they do it quietly. Some people... Aquarius, there are some people around you who don't have confidence to approach you, by the way. I just want you to know that. They admire you. They might even talk all the talk, right? Just hear me out. They might talk the talk and appear very confident and playful and jovial and whatever, but they've got secret desires towards you, secret plans as well. Oh my God. You're a wish fulfillment for somebody. You already know that. I swear in your readings, that's all I ever get in your readings. Someone's attracted to you. They love your intelligence. There's something about you. Ugh. Okay. Not but like seriously? How long is this going to go on for? Okay. Unless you're actually with that person, then honey, you're in a good position. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords, please. Okay, let's move it on. We got the Knight of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, that's representing, you, air sign, Gemini, Libra. As is the Knight of Swords, okay? Ooh. Five of Pentacles. Oh. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles. And then we've got the Sun again, more Leo energy. But this is good at this point. You know what's interesting here though? Guys, you have to go with my visualizations of certain things. I see these cards and I see this kind of similar, you know, the same things in them, right? It's like a burst of energy. It's almost as if this bursts through this, and then you just have that instead. It's like it pierces through here, breaks it, and goes, you know? And then there's kind of like sunshine, hope, and joy. So some of you guys, okay, depending on how I'm reading this, right? But it honestly feels as if maybe with this Queen of Swords energy, no, not necessarily joy, but it's an illumination of some sort. Maybe it's just a kind of thing. Ooh, the Sun and Death at the bottom. So as soon as something gets illuminated, it comes to an end at the same time, perhaps. And then we have to look at it slightly differently to change it, transform it. Why? Because it feels very possibly restrictive for you. Oh. You don't think you're seen or celebrated. Possibly for your patience in love, your patience with someone who's quite guarded, someone who's quite, someone who, oh, God, I wish I hadn't gone any deeper. Maybe you're dealing with someone here, oh my God. Someone who was carrying burdens, several of them, quite a few different ones, many different things. It could have been the house, it could have been the way they love, the way they think, the way they process, something, all sorts of shit going on. And then it's like, this is someone, part of a friend group for you guys. But then there's, oh, shit. Oh my God. Ew. Okay, so Aquarius, you could be dealing with someone who cheats on you, with someone in your circle of friends as well. Ugh. I mean, they're not cheating on you, maybe they're cheating on someone else. Because I don't see them as your partner here. I see you as a single person. I don't understand this. But there's a third party. It doesn't need to be cheating per se. It's a third party. But it's like, you know, you have the group of friends here and the yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now, it may just be friendship. Maybe it's not even love per se, but I think there's just too much chaos or not enough. It just feels like a lot happens with this group, possibly. It's a lot of chaos. It feels like a burden to you. It's almost like you're trying to give back the burdens, as in, it's not my problem, it's yours, you know, not my circus, not my monkeys type stuff, right? But there's love. It's like a love connection. So between you, oh my God. Now, unless someone cheated on you and broke your heart, right? Maybe you cheated on them and broke their heart. I don't know. Something about a friend group and somebody possibly cheating while they possibly might have been eyeing up someone else. Maybe it's not even cheating. Maybe it's the concept of one of those situations where, you know, you're in a group of friends, but then there's somebody who likes you specifically and they watch you while you're just out here enjoying yourself with your friends, right? You're just having a good old time enjoying yourself with your friends or wherever it is or with whoever these people are to you. And this person's watching you from a distance. Look at this figure over here. I don't know if you've got a masculine who's interested in you or whatever. It doesn't even matter. But whoever, masculine energy, male or female. But then this person's breaking their own heart by looking at you, maybe watching you from a distance. Unless you're the one doing this. Honey, all I know is I don't know if you're here for it, babes. Because I see you here kind of dancing to yourself and healing your own self, your own heart, your own issues, and whatever it is that you've got going on. Maybe some of you guys are actually planning for a travel where you do feel a bit more recognized. You know, like when you it's like going to an award show or something, you know, where you're going to get some kind of accolade or something perhaps. But it's almost like you're restricted. Or maybe you're moving on from feeling restricted. Oh, I don't know. You know what it is? It's really giving me creeps. And that's why I kind of just feel very much like I want to be mature about this, right? As I'm doing the reading. But I'm really struggling with some of this because it feels very interesting. But we do have death here. So whatever, Five of Pentacles, whatever's not feeling good or great for you, I think you're putting an end to it by what you might actually say. You could be saying it to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, unless that's highly aspected in your chart, my loves. Or Maybe someone might actually say something to you and it's kind of like I don't know, it might be something that lightens the mood and it's kind of like a little bit of banter or something. Let me get a few more cards to clarify this. What's the Five of Pentacles here, please, for Aquarius? The Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Ugh. Okay, wait. I'm so dramatic. Four of Cups is at the bottom here. Okay, somebody could be waiting on you. I feel almost like someone's waiting on you or looking out. It's, you know, when you're watching out for somebody and you're looking like, are they here yet? Like, it's that type of energy. Okay, there's something here. Maybe someone's waiting and watching. Yeah, for your arrival or when you come in. I don't know, babes. I think you might have someone who actually likes you here, watches you from a distance or secretly or something or another. Is very passionate, very emotional. It's not very practical. And if anything, they feel sorry for themselves or a little bit downtrodden. Now, if it's not them, it's possibly you, okay? And then here I got a little like, you know, when you interact with people and there's like a little bit of banter involved or something, so it kind of heals that, oh, I'm feeling a bit shit type thing. Okay, maybe. However, let's look at this a bit more deeply now, please. Some of you guys might have a Queen of Swords here, though. Maybe if it's not you, you might have a Queen of Swords here who wants to say something to you, who's kind of poised and ready to quickly, like, say anything to the thing is, I don't know if it's they're going to say anything to help you or if it's that they're going to say something so it helps the both of you. But it's going to be something that's like, hold on a second now. Oh, you might have some, oh, Jesus, people or somebody, whatever, who just doesn't know how to speak to you. I think they get a sense of, it's almost feeling like not good enough to speak to you, basically. Okay, because you got a Knight of Swords here trying to maybe possibly, if that's the case, deal with a Queen of Swords. This person has to come a little bit differently than they would with anybody else because the Queen of Swords is not going to entertain a Knight of Swords in the same way that he can talk to everybody else. Does that make sense? Because he can run around and speak however he wants, as quickly as he likes, and as this is whatever he wants. But being in that Queen of Swords energy, if that's you, this person has to come correct, and they know this. I think they know that. I think they're actually even afraid that you might be quite confrontational and a little bit arrogant or a little bit like, you know, that energy where you're, you know, that energy where you're kind of like, you're listening to somebody, but you're looking at them and you're like, yeah, and okay, right? You know, that type of energy, but it's not very, but in like, it's almost like they can see in your mind that you're processing and you're processing in a way to kind of either cuss them out with this Queen of Swords energy. I'm saying, I love to use the words cuss them out. Well, listen, I'm not apologizing. But, you know, it might be a situation where you use some words to really get to the heart of the matter and it might really cut at the heart of things, right? You just no bullshit, don't want to hear it. That's fine. What I really want is to ensure that we have peace and we handle this and we deal with this properly, and whatever insecurities you may have or may not have, that's cool, but you got to be mindful how you speak to me about it type energy. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. It could be to do with a fire sign who's trying to approach you in any kind of a typical fire sign energy, and it's like, you might want to hold your horse there. Choose your words. What is it trying to say? I mean, they are talking to an Aquarius, so it's not going to run easy for them to just kind of flap their gums anyhow at you, right? I don't know. God, forgive me if you're a crosswatcher as well. Sorry. Right, so Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Okay, my love. Look at this. Two crazy type energy cards, right? And I say energy, mental imprisonment and stresses and worries and concerns. Now, if you're doing this to yourself, I feel like maybe you're trying to gain some balance so you stop this overthinking thing, right? Where you kind of can see things clearly. It does feel like it's to do with the past, right? Some of you guys, maybe it's you. The past has hurt you. Something has been said or done or whatever. Something here just didn't, whatever, it hurt your feelings. And so it got you to kind of come back into or fall back into an aloof type energy. Look at this, right? If these are two different people, that's pretty cool, but we're never going to be able to, not never, that's not true. On an emotional scale, these two might struggle just on the surface of it though, because at the end of the day, we have water here, deeply passionate Scorpio vibes. Come on now, when you get involved with a Scorpio, your whole world will be rocked and changed, right? In a depending on, ooh, if it's good, you're lucky. If it's not, then run is all I can tell you, right? Actually, yeah, no. I was gonna try and be like, no, I shouldn't say that about Scorpios, but every Scorpio I know takes pride in being a pain in the ass, so I don't feel sorry for them. They actually really enjoy like their own personalities. I think it's so flipping hilarious. They're mad. I love it though. But yes, the Queen of Swords, yes, she wants the truth, but she's not necessarily the most affectionate, right? She's been through shit. She's had to deal with certain things. So as much as she, you know, how do I explain this? You have a male and a female energy here, and that's cool, and you know, combination, etc., etc. But we're both gonna be kind of stoic with one another. We're not showing our emotions in the right kind of ways, and in between us, there's something here that we want to manifest, right? Something, okay? Hold on, potentially, right? Just go with this, with this. But at the very least, I think the King of Cups, being mindful with this, right? And this is, oh God, you have to be careful and mindful of these energies. I'll tell you why with this. The King of Cups, as much as he's going to act stoic and he's got a lot of love inside of him, and that's really great. You know, like I said, when, you know, Scorpio loves you and Scorpio loves you in such a way, it's wonderful. However, when hurt, this can turn really chaotic, very much so. Sinisterly so at times, okay? Because of the emotions, there's so much emotion, it's kind of like where to place it, what to do with it when it's like really wild and untamed. This here, mind you, is possibly very analytical, very in the mind. Where is the energy of the fire, the warmth, the compassion? Do you understand? So as much as I listen, I love both of these in their own right. And I don't know, as much as people want to bitch about a Queen of Swords, I love a Queen of Swords. I love the honesty of a Queen of Swords. I love that we will get to the heart of a matter with a Queen of Swords. They'll be true spoken. It won't just be about your feelings. It depends what things are. You know, depending on who you are, you might just, as an Aquarius, I can imagine you like somebody who comes a bit straightforward. We're not doing all this kind of woe is me, crying about things and carrying on anyhow. You want it. You want the truth. Yes, we understand there's emotions about it, but let's articulate so we can actually like go forward to, so that we can communicate in a ways that we can actually get to the truth of the matter. Yes, you're feeling insecure. Yes, so am I. Okay, so how can we work around this, or you know, where does it come from? How did we both create this unsettled energy within each other? One of you's kind of caught up in your own kind of mental imprisonment. The other one's kind of ready to give up and feeling defeated and backstabbed and betrayed possibly by it all. So it's just needing that balance between the two of you. If there's like if this is a relationship couple thing, and I'll tell you why even more so. We have the Four of Cups. It's almost like, you know, maybe you're going to offer a cup of love, or maybe this person's reminiscent on the love that you gave them. And maybe, you know, maybe it wasn't good enough for them. Maybe it didn't feel good enough for them, Aquarius. And maybe that's a point to consider, unless it's the other way around. You're the one sat here looking at what they offered you. And when you really look at it, you're just kind of like, maybe not. Some of you guys, you might even be reflecting in on your journals. Maybe some of you guys, if you journal, you could be looking back at your journals and realizing that, you know, maybe this cup, it does, or maybe you're questioning, does this cup align with what I've asked the universe for? Is this the cup that I prayed for? Is this the thing that I wanted? This person, this situation, this job, this new me, or whatever it is that's going on in your life? Something along those lines? Wow, okay. Yeah, then we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. So, not the bottom, that was in the middle of the deck here. That would me being nosy. Any messages for Aquarius, please? I'm just going to pull these cards ever so quickly because I have taken a bit of your time. It is safe for you to love, Aquarius. Flirt. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. If you're in that Queen of Swords energy, you both are like, it needs to loosen up a bit. It's passionate. It's emotional. but I don't know, there's something lacking here and I could just feel it. That's what it is. There's something lacking and you can feel it, Aquarius. I'm sure you can. It's a sensing, it's a knowing, it's a spiritually knowing. Something doesn't feel 100%. Yeah. You're trying to have faith again or trust again or something like that. You're trying to use your spiritual gifts and all that you do that heals you and helps you, whether it's meditation, whether it's journaling, whether it's affirmations, whether it's, I don't know, for some of you guys, maybe you need to exercise or do something. I don't know, whatever this is looking like. Maybe it's your water intake. You need to drink more water, whatever it is. Or drink your healthier teas or whatever it is that you do. Okay, so yes, it's safe to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others, and heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So whatever's happened in the past, maybe it caused you to guard yourself a little bit here, right? This is why you're being encouraged to know that it is safe to love, right? The playfulness, I do think it's possibly, listen, if something came to you in a way that made you feel a little bit insecure, that you had to close your heart off a little bit, hence the King of Cups energy, right? It's not necessarily his heart is closed, it's just that he shows it differently. He won't like adorn you with his love and emotion. He's going to kind of pace himself and be mindful how he does that, right? So that whole is safe to love. He's probably, I say he, but maybe you're behaving this way, or whoever, is because you've had a little bit of a scar on your heart and so you're a little bit like guarded now. No problem, that's fine. But you need to, in order for love to kind of reign in your life a little bit more freely, you do need to like release that and have that more free energy of lightheartedness, which I do think you are manifesting here, my loves. This is beautiful for you. And then a heart-to-heart conversation is coming in. I did say this here. We need to discuss, you know, you input this, you did that, I feel like this, you feel like that, you know, like, and we need to get some kind of clarity or some truth here. Something needs to be discussed here. So whatever's going on here, this is not a finale. This is literally like, we need to figure some things out. And it's a matter of what type of energies we're going to bring to that table as we do so. But this energy of the Five of Pentacles is not going to help any one of you. If you're doing that woe is me, that catastrophizing, and you know, whatever it is, it's not going to help any one of you. So yeah, I wish you the best with that, Aquarius. I'm sorry that video that went on so long. But thank you for your time, your effort, your energy, and possibly maybe just give the video a like and subscribe now at this point if you stayed this long. All right, my love. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.